All right, guys, here we go. We're going to recap chapter 4. There are two things we need. Right, Sage? There are two things we need for chapter 4. We need to know y equals mx plus b, right? That's the goddess equation. So, Sage, this is a really important equation. So, y equals mx plus b. What's the other equation we use for graphing? So this is all for graphing. But, I mean, this will work for, solving anything in linear, boom, we got it with this. Except for, does anyone remember the one equation it won't work for? Someone.
I don't remember.
The face, remember the face?
Oh, yeah. Oh!
No solution. Yes, x equals. It doesn't work for the x equals. Okay? Doesn't work for the x equals. Am I on? Alright. So, we need y equals mx plus b, but we also need the other one. It's called standard form. So, ax plus b x equals c. Okay? Or actually, no, equals y. What am I tripping on? Ax plus by equals c. I'm not thinking. Alright, so ax plus by equals c. Okay? And they're all integers. And to be true standard form, this is a positive integer. But we don't really care unless we're on a test that's asking for standard form. What we want to do is, if it's like this, we do what?
Cover it up.
Cover up. Okay? So this is our cover up. What's this one? What's the most important thing here? There's two things we need. Come on. Slope, which is rise over run. And then what else? The y-intercept. Okay? So this is the y-intercept and this is the slope. Okay? M is your slope, right? Woo! Alright, here we go. So, since you're raising your hand, you're ready. So let's do this. So on this first one, how am I going to graph this first one? Y equals x, Richard. Y equals x. What's the slope? Can anyone help Richard out? Carlos?
Carlos is sleeping right now.
Sleeping? Alright, so look up here, Richard. Look up here, everyone. I don't see everyone's eyes. There we go. Some eyes. Alright. Y equals x. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? Now, if I said plus 0, did I change anything here?
Nope.
No. Okay? So, what's b in this equation?
0.
0. Okay? Now, if I put a 1 in front of the x, did I change anything?
Nope.
So, what's m in this equation?
X. Or just 1.
Just 1. Okay? So, in this equation, m is equal to 1 and b is equal to 0. Now, a lot of you were able to graph this, right? On the test, on the final. You weren't able to find it. A lot of you couldn't figure out m and b. But if I gave you m and b, you could graph it. Okay? So, how do I graph this? Some of you who do remember how to graph this, how would I graph this?
Does that say b equals 0?
Yes. So where is 0?
In the middle.
Yes. And when we're talking about 0, we're talking about the y-intercept. Right? So that's where y becomes 0, right? So that's where y is 0. It's also where x is 0. But all we care about is that y is 0, right? And then what's the slope telling me?
Go up 1.
To go up 1. But wait, it's we do this? Could we write this as equal to 1 over 1? Is that still 1?
Uh-huh.
Okay? So then that's rise
Overrun.
over run. And so I'm going to go up 1, right? And then I'm going to go right 1. Because they're positive, right?
Yeah.
Up is positive, right is positive. Okay? So that means I'm going right there. Boom. That's my graph, right? Okay, so that's my purple one. So this is the purple one.
Oh man, I wrote today.
Okay? So now we got to do another one. Right? We're going to do another graph. Should I make that one a blue one? But I can still start it with the green. We start it with we just won't use purple. I'll take it out of my hand. Boom. Okay, so what's the next equation? Y equals what?
Mx plus b. Or x. Negative x plus 6.
Negative x plus 6. Okay? Alright, so what's our equation to solve this? Are we going to use this one or this one?
The cover up.
Cover up to solve this?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's already in y equals mx plus b form. Why not use y equals mx plus b? Then I have to use cover up, I have to move the x. I mean, we could, but I mean, why not just use what it gives me? Y equals mx plus b. Okay? Okay? Alright, so, in this case, what's b? 6. We're going to use blue. Alright, so b is 6. What's m?
Negative x.
Not negative x.
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Remember, the x's are x's. M is the negative, and there's a 1 there, right? A hidden 1. So I'm going to write it underneath it. I'm going to get rid of this face. Okay, and I'm going to write it underneath it and go, so m is equal to negative 1, and b is equal to 6. Alright, and this is our starting point. So where is 6 on the graph? Where's 6? On the y-intercept, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So that's 6, that's 1. So 6 is right here. Does everybody see that? We good? 6? And then from there I'm going negative 1. This is where it gets a little confusing. Right? Can I say that, well I know, I'm not going to just write it in, I'm going to say equals. Is that negative 1 over 1? Is that still 1? Negative 1?
Yeah.
Negative 1 over 1 is still negative 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then this is rise and this is run. Alright, to rise negatively means to
Go down.
go down. How many?
1.
1. So I'm going to go down 1. I'm going to use blue. So I'm going to go down 1. Okay? And then what?
Right 1.
Over doesn't tell me which direction.
Right.
Right. Why right?
Because it's positive.
Because, yeah, the bottom one is positive. And when it's all said and done, I need to have, and I erased the face, but remember, I have to have a negative slope. This is a positive slope, but I have to have a negative slope for that, right? So that goes like this. Okay? And then it looks like it crosses, where does it cross? Maybe at 3 and 4, it looks like. Is this 3, 4 to you guys?
Yeah.
Right? How do we know if it is?
I will be the best hope God here. 3, 3.
3, 3. Ah, perfect. How do we know if it works? How do we know that 3, 4 is not right? Look up here. They're supposed to equal each other, right? Does 3 equal 4? No. So we know that 3, 4 isn't right. 3, 3. My graph is not as good. If you did it on graph paper, it's probably pretty good, right? So on graph paper, you came up with nice 3, 3. Okay? So 3, 3 should be where it's at. I know for sure because what is 3, negative 3 plus 6? What is negative 3 plus 6?
Positive 3.
Positive 3. And that's what it's supposed to be, right?
Oh, yeah.
3, 3. Okay, so there you go.